Hello from the developers of Shortest Trip. Visit the Steam forums if you have questions, bug reports, or just want to have a friendly discussion. If you have enjoyed Shortest Trip, please support its continued development by mentioning it to your friends who might like it as well. Wishing you a merry experience of death and desperation. Interactive Fate. Sorry. I just thought I should read that out. And I also know I got desperation and death the wrong way around, but I think those are interchangeable, really. But yes. Hello. This is Iron Mark III, and welcome to Shortest Trip to Earth. The shortest trip to Earth, which will have everything go perfectly, nothing will go wrong, and desperation and death. Yeah, this came out late last week, and I thought I'd pick it up because, well, I've got desperation in my life. I haven't got death. Always need more death, so death. And I just saw how, well, what's come across with glancing through things so far, it's like friendly little messages and things like that. So I thought, you know what, let's actually do some videos on this thing. I'm a sci-fi guy, I like spacey stuff. I tend to do survival more often than not. Resource management is also something I tend to play with in a lot of games I wind up doing. So, Shortest Trip to Earth. Somewhat like FTL, but more complex. So yeah. I mean, if we click here, continue development. Hello, we developers promise to keep developing this game after launch for months or years to come. Telling your friends about Shortest Trip is your best way to fuel this development. Please be aware that Shortest Trip is a very detailed game and was designed to be played on bigger screens. I wish I had one of those. It means playing with a big screen ensures a very nice experience. Everything has enough space on the screen. While playing on a small screen makes everything more difficult and stressful. Maybe this isn't the game for me, I do not need either of those in my life now. But hey, there you go. Working on Shortest Trip daily for many good years, with a small and dedicated team, your support is what drives us. Thank you for existing. That's not something that no one ever says to me, really. Thank you for existing. Developers Shortest Trip. Again, it's these nice little details that I think shows a bit of character to the faces behind the game, so to speak. Though also we've got things like new game, which is like tutorial mode. Shortest Trip to Earth is easier once you know the basics, but can be extremely difficult without a short introduction, like this tutorial. Yes. And then it goes challenging or hardcore. Challenging you think is like normal difficulty, but the moment you set the base difficulty, your character is on fire, and you've got a knife sticking out of your head, and tentacles reaching out for you, some eldritch abomination from beyond the level of reality, and someone's got a gun on the right hand side, if you can see that there. So I like how cheerful the guy is, like thumbs up, everything's fine. Yeah, right. And hardcore is he's looking at his watch, he's got his own gun now, everything's red. So not much different, but it's like even on normal it you're on fire. Though that said, it says the difference is, well, challenges pause. In hardcore has slow motion instead. You challenge if you lose maximum hit points off your ship instead of simply dying when you run out of hit points. But on hardcore, as soon as you hit zero, it's the old familiar. Hit zero, you go boom. That's all there is to that. Okay. But since I don't know how to play, I'm afraid we're going to be starting our shortest trip with the shortest possible trip in the form of the tutorial. Now, Captain Athena, the core AI of this ship, welcome to Ship Management Tutorial. We are currently in Star System View. By the way, this tutorial uses default hotkeys only. That's fine, I've not rebound anything. See our ship and various incidental objects in the view. You cannot see how much words. You cannot see much detail at the moment because you have not installed a long-range sensor yet. All status messages appear there at the top of the screen. For example, you need engines to move. What heresy is this? I don't need engines. Oh, well, I'm dead. There's no explosives on board. Yeah. Ship button will take us to the ship view. Oh, I see why there's no explosives on board. We're empty. Yeah, I first came across this game like in old streams, like when back in development. Well, not streams, more like a couple of videos on it. So I've got like, and that's how I know it's a bit like an FTL game. It's got you build up your ship modules and things like that. All this is very empty, but you can see where different things can be installed around the place. As you see, ship's currently empty, but has different kinds of module slots, indicated by their shape. Sometimes weapon slots also have big yellow numbers on them. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Start by installing the reactor into one of the internal module slots at the back of the ship. Leave slots in the front empty for weapon modules. Okay, so left click to select it. Okay, so I don't need to drag and drop. And it's set at the back. Let's put it in the middle here, because we've also got crew management as a thing in this game as well. So let's install it here. Oh, I need to right click. Oops. Already I can follow the controls perfectly. There we go. Hold down the middle mouse button and drag in order to pan the view. Oh, there's the scrolling. Scrolling, and default key for panning is WASD. And this reminds me of some other games like to portray top down. It's like the humans have got shoulder pads, and we've got a little... I'm guessing that's a cat called Little Bastard. Thinking about very interesting smell. Alright. Next. The reactor generates power used by other modules. Next, install an organics container. Again, an internal slot. Organics are used for feeding and healing the crew. So yeah, we've got to take care of food requirements and all that jazz as well. I'll put that... I guess I'll put it there. Green goop. Install an engine, which we obviously need for moving. It also gives significant evasion bonus against enemy attacks. Does that go in the middle of the back? Yes, it does. Two-tail engine. Since we can't move around, but we still can't move around because we have no fuel or fuel tanks. Install both fuel tanks into internal slots. We've got 2. I'll put them just because. I'll put it near the engine. Hang on. 400 and 0. Okay, so we don't have a full load of fuel, but at least the engines are now lit. So there is that, I suppose. Let's also install an additional container for storing exotics. You'll need it later on. Fine. Oh, I can flat out replace stuff. Okay. I don't have a centralized place to put it, so let's put it, I guess, in the back here. Okay. The command bridge can run many modules remotely if it has an operator sitting in the control room. Okay, so that fits in the armoured bit, of course. Hey, there's 2 control seats. Now have minimal capacity to move around, but we need long-range sensors to see distant objects. Install the sensors in an internal slot. Let's keep that near the bridge, I suppose. I'm guessing that might be useful. So, you know, crew movement. Maybe I should move the organic storage back here, but it says you need it to feed people, so that makes it somewhat important. Sensor module has a lack of power icon. Install another reactor to get more. Oh. Okay. Click on a module, you see the module information. When you're done inspecting modules, switch the view between your ship and star system by pressing the tab key. I want to know if I can... Yep, I can move it. Okay, let's move the... Just swap things around. There we go. Food, I think I'll keep you there. Oh, readily accessible. But, oh, that's a micro reactor, and that's a Terran Industrial Energy Reactor. Okay. I don't seem to have any penalty in moving stuff, except that it's temporarily unavailable, so I'm guessing it wouldn't move around this fast normally. Or if you're in a fight, it'll slow down, or maybe it's faster outside of fighting. I don't know. We're going to have to discover this kind of thing, aren't we? But yeah, there's the main reactor. There's a micro-reactor, which is running fine. Okay, so press Tab key to go to places. Long-range sensor is not that long range, it seems. And hover occurs around the star system map. I'm noticing that sometimes there's a lack of the word "the" in this so far. Other than that, though, it seems pretty solid. You can see the resource cost of moving around. See the little white dot on the map? It's an unknown point of interest. Ah, that. The bright circle around our ship is the sensor range. Okay, I guessed that part. Sensor range must touch unknown objects to start remotely scanning them. Fly closer to the point of interest, but don't drive into it before remote scanning is complete. Recommend scanning everything before closing to avoid unpleasant surprises. Okay, yeah, so I'm getting a fuel and organics cost for moving around. Will I be in orbit? Let's move to, I guess... Well, at least I've moved pretty quickly. And it does slot me back into orbit as well. Looks safe. Now fly to it. I somehow doubt this. Wreckage is damaged beyond repair. It might contain valuable resources we could salvage. Salvage, said crew. Wreckage contained an intact module, and a location of a secret warehouse hidden nearby has been added to the star system map. Gained a module of some kind. A cryosleep container. Cryosleep room. Crewing cryosleep requires no organics and might heal wounds while the ship is driving around. Okay, that sounds very useful. If I can preserve organics, which I can already see is dropping a bit. Obtain the cryosleep module. Crew and cryosleep do not consume organics and might heal injuries. For now, leave one crew member to operate the bridge and send others to cryosleep. Okay, so how do I do that? Do I need to select... Oh, I see, there's... one. Do I need to select... Oh, wait, hang on. You don't do anything, but this one... Thinking about sex. Okay. Thinking about past lovers. I guess I just need to pick someone, but I thought for a moment there was like a bonus going on, but then it's like, no, it's actually, that seems to be effective the tigerfish itself, which is my ship. Okay, so I right click there to assign you. You're in charge of the bridge. Everyone else needs to go to cryo. Yep, I can drag and select. So cryo seems to be in one of those rooms which I will not generally use that much. So it's okay that it's a little bit out of the way. Yes, lie down in your blue goop-filled beds. Sweet dreams, everyone. Also contain information about a hidden warehouse. Go and check that out. Okay. Can I send the cat? Think about disobedience. Yes, little bastard. Go into cryosleep, you little thing. Will that work? Yes! I can send animals to cryosleep as well. Okay. Don't know if that's going to be helpful or not. Probably. So let's go ahead and check that out. Fine. I need to go to the hidden warehouse, which I need to go... Oh yeah, organics has been almost eliminated. And I flew straight past it. We've reached the warehouse. It's built into a large asteroid for extra stealth and protection. No active systems of life science... No active systems of life science detected. It should be or, so small typo. The main entrance is armoured. We have to force our way in. To be honest, the first thing I thought when seeing that was like, oh no, the flood are here. How did the flood get into that universe? Because it's like like a metal structure, and then there's like organic orangey stuff like growing over it from one side. A small explosive trap exploded in the warehouse during the salvage operation, causing minor damage to one of our crew. Crew hit points -1. Gained a module, gained some extra fuel. Okay. What did I get? I got a warp drive, Type 101. Allows quote-unquote jumping. Oh dear, that I don't find that particularly promising when it says quote-unquote. It usually means there's something more esoteric going on, especially since it's... Does it crack reality or something? Salvage warp drive allows us to jump between star systems and escape from combat. The warp drive charges instantly during accelerated time, but will be slowed if there are dangers or problems. Okay, sector map is here. Alright, so we've got 2. 1 trade signal, and then ASUS is the exit. Fine. It also costs fuel to jump around as well. Stations and some other places are visible even without scanning them with short-range sensors because they are broadcasting their identity publicly. Please fly into the training gear station. Automated station, training equipment. Yes, please. I am locked in place. I do not like this. From now on, scrapping modules is possible. Click on the exotic artifact in the storage to open its info panel, which has the scrap module button. Leave your resource packs in your cargo hold. You need them later. Wait, what? Scrap the exotic artifact. Oh, I have got explosives. And I guess that's a storage hold. Storage for disassembled modules. Do not replace. Ships can only have 1 module storage. Okay, so it says do not replace. I'm guessing that means I can replace it or something like that. Oh dear. Giant chunk of exotic substance contains 10 times more exotics than regularly foundable. Another small typo there. Chunks can be scrapped to break into tradable exotics. Am I sure? Yes. At least there's a confirmation button. Please sell all the exotics we gained from scrapping. Selling exotics and other resources and stations will be your main source of income in the upcoming journey. Resources. So, okay, so there's a finite amount in the store as well. You want me to sell all the exotics? All the exotics? Well, I gained 8. It says all, though. There we go. Now that you have enough credits, let's equip the ship for combat. For starters, you need to buy and then install a resource container, type ESM-1, and a shield generator. Modules can be only bought if you have empty slots in the module storage. Okay, so it's like... That's quite important. What does it say? Laser and shield. ESM-1. Increases storage capacity for metal, synthetics, and explosives. So, okay, it's a multi-purpose kind of thing. A DIY shield generator. Attack cannon, DIY heavy rocket launcher, industrial laser. Okay, so I need to buy one of these. And I also need a shield gen. The DIY one. Of note, by the way, is something I actually spotted in the forums. It's like, why are DIY things bad? So I was curious and clicked on it. And apparently DIY is like something you can slap together if you've got the rare materials, required materials, but it's like they are bad in general. As in they, like they'll do the job if you've got nothing better. But that's the only reason to even have them in the first place. If you literally have no other option and you need the thing now, that's when you resort to a DIY system. Otherwise, try and get factory stuff because apparently it's just flat out better. Great opportunity to test out different types of weapons. Please buy and install the 3 weapons available. Okay. Okay, can't double click. I need to single click each one, I think. But okay, that's all the things. Bind install. I need a... I'll install that one there, I suppose. You are the DIY heavy rocket launcher. I'll put you onto group number 2. And you are an industrial laser. I wonder what... Capital missile launch tube. Accepts only capital missiles. Interesting. Industrial laser on slot 3 then. There we go. As you can see from the red icons above the modules, our ship weapons are currently turned off and have no crew. Okay, so I do need crew. Additionally, the cannon needs explosives as ammo, and the rocket launcher needs both explosives and metal. Okay, so I do have physical ammunition to take care of as well. Leave it. I am scrap 1 explosives pack and 1 metal pack in the module storage to get the resources they contain. 1 explosive scrap pack. Yes. 1 metal pack. That didn't give me that much, if I'm honest. Use the warp drive for jumping to the A system. Oh, I'm actually done here now then. I am. There's nothing else of interest. Fine. By the way, we could upgrade one of our hybrid slots into a weapon slot and then craft an additional weapon for ourselves to be used in the training. Here are some resources for this, which are rapidly ticking up. Internal module slots can be upgraded as well. How much are you going to give me? Oh, that topped out. I thought it was like, wait, are those going to keep climbing? But they're not. Oh, I click and it skips it. Okay. They just climb at a fixed rate. And apparently I've got excess cargo. Select one of the ship's hybrid slots located in the front. Make sure it does not have a module in it, and then choose to upgrade to weapon slots crafting option. Is that one of these? Yeah, there we go. Hybrid slots. Wait, I can craft packs? Whoops, no. Didn't mean to do that. Just gave him some extra stuff just in case I messed that up. Okay. Upgrade to a weapon slot, thank you. Craft one of the available DIY weapons, click on the weapon slot and making sure it is empty. Okay, so I need to scrap you. I accidentally took some fuel out of storage and built a pack out of it, I think. Okay, but I'm not wasting my resources in general, so it's like I need to scroll... Ah, here we go. DIY point defense. Converted ancient... What? Advanced point defense converted into a small caliber autocannon. Low, actually fragile bullets. Rail microcannon. DIY fire cannons. Fires laser. Green ray. Very fragile because it's literally a glass cannon. Of course. The DIY, the improvised laser, low accuracy for a ray weapon, but it's like very cheap though, so I can put that in. DIY exotic ray projector. Burns exotics with each shot and generates a single powerful warp ray, large AoE. Can cause fire and module overloads, but may be deflected. And there's a double-barreled version as well, if I had enough exotic matter. Yeah, I can craft storage containers apparently. DIY here, there, and everywhere. Drone repair. They've got drones? What? Improvised energy reactor. Self-assembled light... What? A small reactor manually self-assembled from pre-printed parts. Generates +5 power, low risk of malfunctions. Stuff can malfunction in this? That doesn't sound promising. Okay, let's go ahead and make weapons. I'm curious about the... Oh, blue does extra damage to shields. Orange causes fire. So there's a standard ray, there's a shield breaker, and there's a fire beam of sorts. Then there's the fire cannons as well. Shoots plastic. What? Fast reload. Okay, enough messing around. Rail cannon. You're gonna get a... I guess an ancient mini cannon. Sure. And I don't think I have enough power, apparently, because my thing's not working, so... I guess I need extra power? Power. Wasn't there a generator? Here we go. In generator Mark 2. There we go. Sensors are back up. DIY fuel pack nuke. Right. Explosive pack nuke and craft Tiger Paw industrial... This game has industrial nukes. I'm just going to craft a fuel pack nuke. A manually assembled capital missile that creates fire inside the enemy hull, made by combining solidified star fuel with engines and crude armor. Sounds fun. Okay. Fine, I'm fully armed, I suppose. Okay. Red circles and star systems are hostile fleets. Threat areas. Fleets have usually more than one ship, but this one is comprised of only a single automated ship. Ready for target practice. Attack if you are ready as well. Didn't I need to put people on these things? None. I guess not, actually. What if I don't have you on there? Yeah, then everything shuts off. Okay. And it's now saying it requires... there's things will fire faster and be more accurate if there's someone on them. I have a lot of excess materials for some strange reason. Okay, that's all the resources stashed away. The shield recharges faster if there's someone in it. Okay, so I'm experimenting a little bit now. I might be preempting the tutorial a little bit, but yep, that reduces the thing. It's 7, and if I put someone into the bridge, then it doesn't get the bonus, but I can... Okay, I get it. I'll leave someone on there because I want someone on there. Okay, so having someone here allows some stuff. What happens if I put a second person into there? So that's 7 seconds. If you're on the bridge as well, what happens? Nothing. Single operator. Each operator additional gives an evasion bonus. Ah, okay, I get it. I get it. You get in the cannon. You get in there. You get on the green laser thingy. Oh, I can increase sensor range. Oh, I see. Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of this. Kinda. You're hurt. I don't care, get on the rocket launcher. Now the question is, can I send the cat to man something? I cannot. I can only tell them to move, so I'm going to leave the cat in storage, at least for the moment. But okay, I think the craft is ready for battle, sort of. Also, why am I all the way out here? Okay, let's go. Let's go and do the thingy. Practice target moves into attackers. It's armed with both lasers and projectile weapons. Okay. Currently weapons are remotely operated by the bridge. This means working, but without accuracy and recharge bonuses from your crew. With gunnery skill. What? Have I done this wrong? Oh, I see. I didn't spot that. It's all they've all got different stats and things down the side. So gunnery skill, and that's a shield skill. Okay. I'm afraid though, because I've been blathering on so much, and I preempted it by puzzling through the crews, It's basically I've run out of time for this part, so we're at the half-hour mark. Yeah, this has been Iron Mark 3. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying the short journey, which is already turning out long because me. Ha ha ha. And yeah, hope I'll catch you all some other time. I'll just rejig the crew while you're between parts, so I can see. Like, look, 1 point. That's got to be better people. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all some other time. See you all later. Just going to send you all to cryo. That way I can figure out who does what.